We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Patriot, Darrelle Revis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Big boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there on 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Wilson on second down. That's caught at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Here we go!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here we go!
2nd down, Prescott. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Adrian Peterson. He scored on the ground and Novak to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. First throw now for the backup Brady. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And now they're in the hurry-up. Brady to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now it's Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Again on second and 10. It's Wilson. And caught right side, Green. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Adrian Peterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Earl Thomas in on the stop. On second down, here's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Easy.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Macklin as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left before we end a really good half.
Yeah, that's something to take into the lockers. Little momentum to build on for sure.
And what I want you to watch is the team that kicks the PAT as we expect it to go through the post. Watch how quickly they head to the locker room. They'll be the ones that have the momentum, and they'll be flying.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
They come up in an offset eye. Brady now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Sherrills to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady will try again on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Brady. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Here's Brady to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jeremy Macklin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Wilson on second down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On 2nd down, Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing now is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used